Nebraska, a rural state in the heart of America's Great Plains. We travel to Gretna, a quiet little town home to just 5,000 inhabitants. Just off the highway, this small gas station is a hub for local workers. 53-year-old David comes here every day for his morning coffee.
Morning, Joyce.
He's had this routine for almost 20 years. Every day before work at 7:30 a.m., he meets up with his pals Randy and Jerry, two local farmers.
Yeah, these guys are always here, and we come in here and we solve the world's problems every morning.
Yeah.
It never works. Nope.
These three musketeers are still looking for solutions to save the planet. But for the past 5 years, David has had less to worry about. He remembers it like it was yesterday, the day his life changed forever.
I was here the morning he went. He come in the door with a lottery ticket in his hand, and he walked over and he threw it right down on the table, and he says, "I hit that son of a gun."
Reaction.
Why couldn't it be me? Why couldn't it be me?
Yeah, I knew him before he won the lottery ticket, and after he won it, now he's my best friend.
Yeah.
Was there a little bit of jealousy?
No, just more realization of the bad luck that I have.
On this day, David won the big bucks.
Thanks, guys.
$62 million. In a matter of seconds, he went from a poor working class man to an elite member of the 1%. He, of course, kept his old friends.
Go check out the shop. Just watch your step down there.
But quit his job as soon as he could. He was working as a mechanic at the workshop just next door.
This is where we do tire repairs, replace tires, did oil changes, cars, trucks, the semis like out there, tractors, farm equipment, anything that has a tire on it.
David was working 2 jobs to get by. 12-hour days for just $2,500 a month.
Send it and trade it in.
He encapsulated what it is to be poor in rural America.
Yep, that's what we do.
Now, David has all the makings of a millionaire. He drives a classic 1972 Dodge Challenger every day. He bought this gigantic $2 million property overlooking the plains. His greatest treasure, however, lies at the bottom of the garden. His workshop, twice as big as his old boss's. This former mechanic still likes to get his hands dirty. This time, it's as a hobby, tinkering with some of the best models.
I'm fairly new at this, but growing up, we always played, tinkered. So it's a learning process, but I got time to learn.
It's mostly trucks and race cars from the 50s in his collection, all of which have been lovingly restored and customized.
This one's a very, very fast and very expensive car now. So I've got about $120,000 in it. So money can do anything. And it makes things cool, that's for sure. I have plenty more. And I finally found one. So, this is, like I say, this is the 65 Chevy step-side pickup, something my dad and I always look for.
And it's not over just yet.
Let's go check out some more.
It never ends.
Never ends, that's right. I hope never.
Thanks to winning the lottery, David was able to realize a childhood dream. He is now the happy owner of over 20 cars, with a total worth of $500,000.
You could imagine that before?
Just imagine is all. Watch the TV programs. But yeah, you always had a dream of having a nice vehicle to work on, an old classic. And now I have several, so I'm catching up.
Millions of Americans try their luck every week, hoping to one day experience the high life.
No, dude! You just won $250,000.
The lottery is an institution in the U.S., 1 in 3 Americans play.
One Powerball ticket, please.
Almost 80 billion lottery tickets and scratch cards are sold each year. And given the size of the country, the jackpots are simply outrageous. Last year, a record jackpot was up for grabs. $1.5 billion, won in South Carolina. The winners are hailed like rock stars. Everyone wants a piece of the action.
No, you're not kidding. No.
In Trump's America, everyone believes they can be a billionaire. Since winning the jackpot, Jack spends most of his days splashing his cash.
It's only $60,000. That's not much.
And living his best life. His parents are worried about him and would prefer if he just led a normal life.
Cheers, living our best lives.
In Nebraska, David and Erica became the richest people in the country overnight.
Before the lottery, it was paycheck to paycheck, and everybody lived on their own. And now it's just a big, huge family, and we all party.
But they made a promise to themselves to stay true to their values.
We nickname ourselves the Redneck Rich because we haven't changed yet, so we're not changing.
However, becoming a billionaire is both a blessing and a curse.
This was just after the lottery win. Like they're all dark around the edges.
It ended up being the worst thing that ever happened to our family. It took him downhill.
Tim won $14 million 20 years ago. He's already thrown most of it away. Now he is campaigning to highlight the dangers of the lottery.
Say no to people. It's one of the most important lessons I had to learn. If I gave everyone what they wanted, I would have been broke a long time ago.
So what secrets lie behind the industry that has consumed the American people?
Okay, say 30,000.
30,000.
And what is life like for those lucky winners? We investigate when America hits the jackpot. Back in Nebraska, even though they're worth over $60 million, David and his wife Erica haven't forgotten their roots. Not long ago, 6 of them were crammed into this humble home in the working class neighborhood of Gretna.
Neighbors. This was our family home for about 16 years. The kids were raised here.
Even though we're not here anymore, the memories are still here.
Hi.
That's my oldest daughter, Amanda.
Amanda and her 2 kids are now living here. A present from Mom and Dad.
Perfect gift. You're really the most humble people I've ever met. So.
Safe and close, and give them good start, good foundation.
All the kids got their own home, so there was no jealousy.
This is the home we bought for Taylor. This one was about $225,000.
Their other son Corey's house was the same price. Their youngest still lives with them in this huge mansion. It was the first thing they bought with their $62 million check. 6,500 square feet in total. Huge, lavishly decorated rooms. A kitchen kitted out in wood and black granite. Sophisticated style for these nouveau riches who aren't fond of gold leaf or marble columns.
And this is where the magic happens.
David and Erica have stayed humble and kept their simple pleasures in life, like chilling in front of the TV.
And what better? You're in the tub, watching TV. Yeah, the double shower heads are a must. Because he likes it hotter, I like it a little cooler, and that works.
After winning the lottery, this former nurse got the shopping bug, shown here by the war being fought in her closet.
MySpace. I'm just needing that space, but he won't give it up.
A real city girl.
Yeah. You have to accessorize, you never know what kind of accessory you need. Like shoes, there's some of them that I have them in every color. Like, I kind of sorted them, but like this whole section, they're all the same, but just different colors, because you never know what you're gonna need.
Their total assets earn them $500,000 every year. But you'll not find any designer shoes or haute couture dresses, just some sneakers and t-shirts.
Before winning the lottery, you had a lot of stuff like this?
No, because we had tiny little closet. I think my stuff, we had drawers under our bed. I had to get a little creative where my clothes were.
That and most everything went for the kids. That was the priority.
If we had any extra money, it was something for them or something for the house to kind of upgrade the house a little bit as much as we could. My mom, she would just start taking me out to dinner or taking me shopping to get something, because that way she knew the money was going to me and not back to the house. But now, I like shopping. So it's like Christmas every day.
Now the couple are living in a completely different world where anything is possible.
This is our basement/man cave.
Like transforming their basement into a 2,000 square foot games room.
Poker table.
Plastered with the colors of their favorite football team, the Nebraska Huskers.
So Dave got the Husker pool table, which he has not won a game on. Every time he plays somebody, he loses.
But their most prized purchase is outside.
And this is our little piece of heaven out here. Kind of a piece of paradise.
A 50-foot pool loaded with gadgets and a swim-up bar.
We can do all this from our phones nowadays. So we can turn on, we have waterfalls, we have fire, and it's just weird that you're mixing water and fire. We can turn on all our water slide, and the fire pits. I wanted just a pool. We had talked about putting a pool in the background, and the company we found, if you can think it, they can design it. For the company, this is the biggest pool they've done.
How much is it?
$500,000.
All this thanks to getting the right 6 numbers. The Harrig family keeps souvenirs in their house of the day their fate changed forever.
Forever.
Sorry.
The press conference. There we go.
David and Erica. They are our newest millionaires. The first thing we want
So you look tired in some of those pictures.
Didn't sleep much.
This was 5 years ago. They just won the Powerball jackpot, the biggest lottery in the country. In front of a crowd of press, the state governor presented them with their check. It was a huge event in Nebraska.
This is called paparazzi.
David played every week since he was 30 years old.
I gotta turn the tables.
We want to turn the cameras back on you guys.
All you photographers, don't worry. I'm not looking for a job. I'm still funny and good looking.
I always joke the first time I got married, it was for looks. The second time it was for money. Little did I know it was the same guy.
Despite their riches, David and Erica have always stayed true to their values.
I told my friends before, or our friends, if you're friends with us on Tuesday, you're friends with us today, period. We don't want to lose them. They're who defines us. Family, friends, church. We're not going to change. You know, I'm still wearing the old Nebraska hat. It's not going to change.
5 years on, family, friends, and tradition still remain integral to the Harrig's life. Now they can afford to enjoy themselves as much as they like. It's the day before Independence Day, the USA's national holiday. Everyone is on vacation. The Americans pay tribute to those who fought and still fight for their freedom. Gretna proudly displays the star-spangled banners across town. patriotic Harrig family wouldn't miss this event for the world.
You want the pineapple up here or down there?
Down there is fine. Yep.
Tonight, they're throwing the biggest party in the county. In a few hours, 150 people will be in their garden. And in Nebraska, a good party is all about the food, an endless supply of it.
Well, I have, like I said, some more dip went in the oven. I have a couple pans of baked beans. I have a couple different dips. One is cream cheese, sausage, and salsa. And then if you follow me, I have some yummy treats in here. I made 4 different kinds of cupcakes. We have cookies, we have fruit trays. What else do we have? That's about it.
Erica can afford to hire a caterer.
I think all the other stuff, put them in that, pulled pork in one.
But this isn't that kind of house. At the Harrigs, cooking's a family affair.
So this is how many pounds of meat, Steve, you think?
Oh, there's almost 100 pounds of brisket, 40 pounds of pulled pork, and 12 racks of ribs.
Look at how that just falls apart.
Brother-in-law Steve just spent the last 48 hours barbecuing over 100 pounds of extra tender meat.
It's a little bit cooler in there than
Right.
No.
He's tasting it before I did. Is it any good?
No. It's great.
Despite their wealth, the Harrigs stick to the rustic recipes of their working-class roots.
But if it's one of my parties, it is barbecue, it's tacos. It's easy to do and it feeds a lot of people.
It's always good stuff.
And I just stay out of the way.
She supervises and tells us what to do.
And pays for it.
Yeah, she pays for it.
If you like, for instance, champagne and caviar.
No, it is so funny. We nickname ourselves the Redneck Rich because we've never been into that kind of stuff. And so it's, we're not changing. So we haven't changed yet. So we're not changing.
What has changed, however, is the number of guests they can host in their garden. It's 6 p.m. The entire family and all the neighbors have invaded the Harrigs' high-tech pool. It's like a water park. Mel, Erica's stepfather, never misses a party at the Harrigs.
It's always a good party. Plus, it's all the food, booze, and pool party. I mean, what's bad about it?
How was it before the lottery?
Before the lottery, it was paycheck to paycheck, and everybody lived on their own. And now it's just a big, huge family, and we all party.
The program is Captain and Mount Hood and Fireball.
All paid for by the princess. The lottery hasn't just changed this couple's life. It's helped their family and friends, too. For Michael, Erica's dad, this money is a blessing.
I don't have to worry about them. And I don't have to worry about my other 2 daughters because I know that they will take care of my daughters. So the family is better because I think we know whatever the future brings, we're going to be okay. When they were poor, they would give their last dollar to someone who needed it. They do the same thing now. What has changed is their lifestyle. They live much differently, but as you see here today, they live it with other people.
Since cashing in their $62 million check, the Harrigs are still as working class as ever. There's no bankers, lawyers, or CEOs on the guest list today.
You got people from all walks of life. You got firefighters, plumbers, electricians. You got a guy that does food right here, food service. And in the wintertime, he's Santa Claus. The best Santa Claus you ever see right here. That's right. Not these people. I mean, these are the ones you call friends. And you know they're your friends because they're here for the right reason.
David has been very generous to his friends. This small gathering cost him almost $12,000. That's the average cost of a wedding in France. After a 12-person conga on the water slide, the fireworks begin. Fireworks worth $8,000 for a 10-minute show in the sky. Years later, David and Erica have stuck to their promise. They've stayed down to earth. However, there are many temptations for a lottery winner, and the money can disappear real quick.